Welcome to the SFL. I'm Cameron Irvine, lead play-by-play man and commissioner of the First Football eSport League, and this extensive guide will help you find everything you need to get the full SFL experience, or the experience you want. The first step to learning more about the league is on SFL Interactive, the multimedia hub of our website. Head to simulationfl.net and click on the Interactive tab in the menu. Once you're there, create your profile and receive your first 10 points. They'll show up in the upper right-hand corner. Points can be used to pay for anything from player progression to photo galleries and so much more coming soon. On SFL Interactive, you can watch exclusive league content like behind-the-scenes footage and videos, amazing plays, and classic games. You can also watch live games every Sunday night and participate in live lotteries, which can net you more free points. Back on Discord, introduce yourself in the Introductions channel to receive permissions. Tell us how you found us, who you are, and what you're interested in. From here, you can message team owners and general managers and inquire about joining the live stats, beat writing, multimedia, or broadcast teams, and hunt for your future home on the field. There are two ways to get on a team, either as an undrafted free agent or through the rookie draft. If you join in the months of April, May, October, or November, you qualify for the rookie draft right away, since rosters are locked during these months while the league wraps up seasonal competition and teams are re-signing or signing veteran players. If you join in any other month, becoming an undrafted free agent is your most likely route. Either option can net you success. If you're going into the rookie draft, a little bit of everything can go a long way in a competitive field. Make an impression by purchasing or gaining your points for player progression in advance. Earn a high chat ranking and show your desire and professionalism in the community chat rooms and in private messages with teams. Join a league staff, team, or contribute to the league's general fund. Drafts are held at the beginning of every June and December. If you're going to get scooped up as an undrafted free agent, your chat ranking determines what type of opportunities you could have. To find out if there are any recent openings on teams, check the player openings section of Discord. If all rosters are full, don't be discouraged. Opportunities come up all the time, and it may just be the perfect fit to start your career. Every offseason, you're able to start completely from scratch if you want, or you can negotiate a new deal with your current team or a different squad. Games are broadcast Sundays through Tuesdays on our SFL networks on Twitch, YouTube, and Fuel. While you're subscribing to those feeds, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and give us some love on Instagram. If you need or want to talk to league staff, we're always listed in gold at the top right of the member list in Discord when we're online, and we'll always try to assist you or make time for you as best we can. That's the Simulation Football League, and that's just the start. Thanks for being here to make an impact. I can't wait to call your name.
And returning it back the other way is Jack Burton, and Carolina has a touchdown on a pick six.
Spins out of a sack, throws it to the back of the end zone. He's got his man. Touchdown.
So they're like, oh, well, we need real players. Like, oh, okay. So you need a quarterback? Sure.
He's up to the 30. He's gone, baby. My goodness. Somebody cool off that man's feet because they're on fire.
He will throw. King wants it all now, and it's caught! Oh! Touchdown, Chicago!
Unbelievable play! That's got to be number one this week, and we just got started.
People like immersing themselves and all the buildup that goes in with that. This is going to explode big time.
The SFL Network on YouTube welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Welcome in, everybody, for some SFL action here on a beautiful Sunday across the pond in London, England. Setting the stage on this convention weekend. I'm your play-by-play analyst, Stephen Hacker, alongside Dan Mitchell, and we got Charles Doherty on stats today. It's been a great, fun weekend for everybody, and just as we take a look at team comparisons, I'm excited for today's action. Dan, you got any key notes for today?
Oh, definitely. These teams are both coming off a hearty loss from the last time each people played 2 weeks ago, and I'm excited. You know, you have the Sharks who are coming with a high-flying, pass-heavy offense against London, who, while they have the pass option, have been going with Reggie Streeter back-to-back. Definitely the last time I called them. I'm thinking we're seeing like a tale of two cities kind of game here between pass and run. I'm sure excited to see how the defenses keep up.
And we'll break now to midfield. Coin toss is in. And we are the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. How's everybody doing today? We're glad to be here and get some football started. This is the first of 4 games slated today. And much excitement again. You know, we had our second SFL convention. It was in Atlanta this season. I know I've seen a bunch of pictures on social media and in our Discord, and you know, it looks like a great time. I'm a little sad that I couldn't be there myself, but I know everybody that attended had a great time. So the ball is on the tee for San Francisco, wearing the gray uniforms. London wearing the red. Kick is away, fielded at the 10-yard line. The returner breaks it out, cuts left, cuts right, gets out to the outside, and is brought down at about the 32-yard line. So that's where we're going to get a look at Rob Roby and Reggie Streeter and the London offense.
Yeah, after the last game with a heartbreaking defeat against the Las Vegas Fury, in which Las Vegas came back at the end of the game, I'm thinking London's going to be very, very hungry. You can expect to see a lot of the halfback Reggie Streeter, and then pulling in with the offense in their high-flying pass as well.
London comes out in the shotgun, split backfield. Roby sets. San Francisco blitzes, and the pressure got there just as Roby was trying to get rid of it.
Right there, he's super, super lucky he even got that ball on the ground though at all. I thought it would be sacked first play, and that's not where you want to start if you're London.
Yeah, London maybe came out, tried to take a big shot. I think everybody knows they want to run the ball. And check this out. Empty backfield. Reggie Streeter's in the slot to the right. 9 men in the box for the Sharks. Roby changed something at the play. Drops back to throw. Takes a shot downfield. And that's going to be caught for a first down. And that was Donnie Hands that's got the reception.
Well, if you can't get a first try, Steven, all you got to do is try again. Coming out, second play, first down, nice little pass to Donnie Hands. Can't complain about London.
One wide receiver on the field this time for the Knights. They hand off to Streeter up the middle. Met at the line of scrimmage immediately. And that was Franco Sonati, the first to get him, the one to drag him down.
Now, if I was San Francisco, I'm betting that they planned, after watching any tapes by London, that they were going to use Reggie Streeter and probably pushing up their entire defense, as you see now, to try and counteract that.
Now a 2nd and 10 for the Knights. Roby throws a swing pass out to Streeter, who's got the pass, breaks a tackle, and is brought down after the second effort. Gets 5. Jacob Gustafson, the second-year player, gets a tackle.
You know, we may be seeing glimpses of what Streeter can do, pushing through players like they're just little pieces of cardboard. See if he can break through later on.
And now 3rd and 5. 4 wide receivers out there. Oh, I'm sorry, Streeter was one of the receivers. But that throw downfield is caught down at about the 30-yard line. And that was Trevor Farrell, the tight end, who's got that reception, a first down for the night.
Last game versus Las Vegas, Trevor Farrell did have the most pass yardage out of any of the receivers. I'm not surprised to see if they really rein him in this game and use him to his fullest potential.
Yeah, wide receiver convert, switched from wide receiver to tight end this season. And Roby takes another shot down the field, and that one's incomplete, intended for Hands. The rookie Semfraco Jr. with the deflection. And real quick, Dan, let me just go ahead and run through the London offense. We have quarterback Rob Roby, wide receivers Donnie Hands and James Hands, tight end Trevor Farrell, and running back Reggie Streeter. And so 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Roby's under center. One wide receiver on the field for London. They hand off to Streeter up the middle. He's got room, hesitates, and is finally brought down after a gain of 8. Had a couple of Sharks there on the play. This looks like Simfraco Jr. again.
Something got in Streeter's mind there. He was wide open and could have made that first down, but I guess he saw something, made him backpedal, and Sharks capitalized on it.
London again, empty backfield with Streeter in the slot. Roby with a 3-step drop. Dumps it down to Streeter, but it's tipped at the line, knocked down. And good job by, I believe that's Chad Guy. Nope, that is not. That was not listed on the roster for me there. But that brings up a 4th down now for the Knights and probably a field goal. Oh, on a 4th and 2, the Knights offense is going to come out on the field. And they did get somebody to jump. Roby takes a snap, dumps it out to the fullback, who's got the first down and more. Tries to lower his shoulder before he's brought out of bounds. Gang tackled by Jacob Gustafson and Simfraco Jr. We'll go down where the flag was and see what the call is, but I think they're going to decline this either way. It is. It's a neutral zone infraction against the Knights. The penalty was declined. And that sets up a first down inside the 10-yard line now for the Knights.
That's a hard take to San Francisco right there. They put a good stop to London. They made him go down 4th and 2, and then they draw him off and just get that yardage, and now they're in the red zone. Works out for London, but sad day for San Fran.
And 10 from the 11, another check down to the fullback. This time he's met in the backfield. That's Chad Guy, who's going to get the tackle for a loss.
Well, London's moving up slowly but surely. It's not the same action I've been seeing out of them recently, but they're moving on to a more methodical approach where they're just getting the yardage they need to keep pushing down the field and moving the sticks. But at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
And, I think London's done a really good job here on this first drive, mixing up what they're doing between running and pass. And this time a handoff to the left side to Streeter, who breaks 2 tackles on his way to the end zone. An 11-yard touchdown scamper, and Reggie Streeter puts the first points on the board tonight.
That play was all Reggie Streeter. That's the Reggie Streeter we all know and love. He was stepping over those people like they were sandbags, pushing down his shoulder and throwing them away. Now London has a touchdown. They're up early first drive. That penalty back 2-3 plays ago can come back and bite the Sharks.
Yeah, early game mistake like that. Again, you want to come out and you want to play well early. Give yourself a chance to stay in the game. And early mental mistakes like that. Now you've given up a touchdown. It creates a bigger uphill battle for you to fight. So the extra point attempt is good. And that brings our score to 7-0 right now. And quick break. I'm going to take a quick look at our stats. Charles Doherty's on stats today, and he's done this before. So we'll take a look at our drive summary. 67 yards on 11 plays with an 11-yard touchdown run by Reggie Streeter. So thank you, Charles, for that. I know Charles is in attendance at the conventions, but he's still helping us out in the truck. Kick is away now. It's going to be fielded by Gabriel Manning. He was at the 11-yard line. He's dangerous. You don't want to give this guy any extra room to break that big play. Brings it out to the 32-yard line. That's where we're going to see the Sharks take over.
Yeah, the Sharks do love their pass game. So far this season, they're already averaging 281 pass yards per game. Just in 2 games so far, but that's nothing to scoff at.
And it'll be interesting to see. This is quarterback Angus McLean's first snap right here, right now. And he doesn't like something at the line. He's changing the play in the shotgun. Quick drop, kind of loose with the ball, throws it out to the right side, complete. And that was his wide receiver, Isaiah Moss. He gets pushed out after 3 yards.
First play, first throw, and you gain positive. That's a win in my book, Steven. I wouldn't be complaining.
Yeah, first of many throws. It's always good to start with the positive. This time, 2nd 7. McLean's got one running back behind him, but he's under center, 3 wide receivers. London's in a nickel. They hand off. And that run is going to go for no gain. And tackled by the defensive... Oh, I'm sorry, that looks like a linebacker for London. Flynn Shady.
Well, 3rd and 7. I mean, San Francisco has their pass game. They have some very deadly receivers. I'm expecting that they definitely have a chance.
Lane alone in the shotgun. Takes his time in the pocket, and the pocket collapses on him, and that's going to be a sack. And a rough way to start your first drive. William Davidson, the defensive tackle, is going to get the sack.
Well, you got to learn if you're playing quarterback in the SFL that you don't have all the time in the world. Definitely when you have a defense like London coming at you, they will blitz you for all day long. You do not have enough time. Doesn't matter how good your receivers are. If you don't find something, nothing's going to happen.
So a 3 and out for the Sharks. Now they're going to punt away. This punt's going to be fielded at the 30-yard line. Brought out to the 33. And so we've looked at the London offense. Let's take a look at the San Francisco Sharks defense. We got defensive linemen Franco Sonati, Chris Leone, Dede Sachs. Linebacker Chad Guy, corners Sim Franco Jr. and Camden Hoffman. Safeties Barry Barkley and Jacob Gustafson. We're on the field. The London Knights are in a power I formation. And they're going to hand off to Streeter to the left up the middle. He's got blockers, gets the first down, and is eventually brought down, gang tackle by Gustafson and Camden Hoffman.
I mean, powerhouse Streeter, London really can't do anything wrong when they're giving him the ball. It's really all on San Francisco's defense to put a stop to him. Every chance that I see Reggie Streeter have the ball, I know yards are most likely going to be gained. It's really just of a when they stop him and not if they're going to stop him.
And now the Knights come out. Roby's in an empty shotgun. Quick drop, kind of rolls to his left, throws it down short. Caught over the middle, brought down just short of the first down. Trevor Farrell gets another reception on the day.
I'm really liking that they're throwing these nice slants and everything to their tight end. It really mixes up their playbook. You know, they can give it to Streeter, but they don't have to. That's making them a very versatile team with many just possibilities in their playbook, and London really knows what they're doing right now.
And Roby was lucky. I saw on the replay, I saw Hoffman was there. He just didn't judge the ball right. He almost had an interception, it looked like. So 2nd and inches. They're going to hand off to Streeter up the middle, who's got the first down. And Chad Guy led the way with the tackle.
I mean, when you're at inches and you have someone like Streeter, it's really just, it's a no-brainer at that point. You know he can pick it up unless something goes just disastrously wrong.
And so with a fresh set of downs, Roby's in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers. Streeter was on the outside at the bottom of your screen there, but Roby's going to get sacked by Franco Sonati. He spun around in the pocket, but the pressure was there early. And Sonati doesn't get a whole lot of credit, I don't think. You know, the guy does a lot of hard work for the Sharks. He's been there for quite some time, and, you know, he just consistently produces, and that was just a great work, a good job by the vet there to get to the quarterback. 2nd and long now, 2nd and 19. Roby takes the snap, throws deep over the center of the field, and that's going to be caught by Trevor Farrell, who's got the hot hand here early for the London Knights, and he's got a first down.
Yeah, no, Trevor Farrell has been showing up big very early in this game. And as you see, he's just sort of running right down the middle, crosses over to get away from the defender, has that second that the ball's open, it flies right into his hands, and then he stops, but he picks up that massive yardage where he's already at. 27 yards. And I mean, Trevor Farrell's showing up big, and I'm enjoying it.
Absolutely. And it looks like he put on a little bit of off-season weight there, maybe a little bit of muscle, because he shed that bump coverage from the linebacker, no problem. And the swing pass to the left is caught by Streeter and taken out for 9 yards, and Camden Hoffman finally brings him down.
Yeah, I know we've been talking about him a lot, but Reggie Streeter deserves the praise. I mean, just last 2 games alone before this one, he had 346 rushing yards.
Man.
He's big boy right there.
Yeah, and when you're tough to stop on the ground and you get in some situations like this second one, I mean, you could take a shot downfield and everybody's expecting you to run. But they do hand off to Streeter, who's met in the backfield, spins off, sheds a defender, and goes for way more than one. You see it now, he's got 45 yards on his 6th carry, so a good average for Streeter coming out the gates as well.
Yeah, I mean, he can just shed tackles like it's no really big deal. He even spin moves shed a tackle at the same time. He knows what he's doing, or he's just a one-track mind and just gets the other end anyway, so whatever's working for him, it's working.
Yeah, it takes a strong core to be able to take a hit like that and then pivot and kind of shift all your body weight and throw it in a circle like that. So it's great awareness by Streeter. 1st and 10 at the San Francisco 11-yard line. Roby looks over the middle to Trevor Farrell, who's going to be brought down after 9 yards. A couple of Sharks there on the tackle. We'll give it to Barry Barkley.
Trevor Farrell was one cross up to just putting this game up by 2 points, or 2 scores, my bad, but he's getting involved in the best way.
And this does not look favorable for the Sharks. They're in the full house, and the Sharks come out in a nickel and a handoff to Streeter, who's going to scamper in for 2, and that's going to be his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day.
Yeah, as we've been saying, when it's a short 1-2 yard to first down or end zone in this scenario, Reggie Streeter is your one and only guaranteed option, pretty much. I mean, you have someone you know who can power through to always pick up that 1 or 2 yards, and when you're that close, he is the essence of what you want out of your running back.
Yeah, and then the defense again came out in a nickel there, and it was just it's tough to stop that formation. You got a lot of big bodies on the field, and you're only out there with maybe 6. You got a lot of speed out there, but not a lot of strength, so it's tough to stop those short yardage situations. The extra point was up and good, so now the London extends their lead to 14, and giving the home crowd here something to cheer about.
We'll have to see if last drive didn't go well for the Sharks, but this is a whole new set of downs. You don't know what's going to happen. They still have plenty of options. I personally think the Sharks are going to be running a high-risk offense, a lot of maybe deep passes, getting their wide receivers the ball as much as they can. And as you see, they're just running with it. But later on, maybe there's a chance. Still early. This is the SFL.
And after an 8-play, 55-yard drive from the London Knights, Gabriel Manning brings the ball out to the 32-yard line, and that's where we're going to see Angus McLean. And the Sharks' offense is led by McLean, and wide receivers Gabriel Manning, Matt Burnham, and tight end L.J. Smith. Snap is into McLean, throws it over the middle. That pass is caught just short of the first down. That's L.J. Smith.
Well, they already netted more yardage pretty much this drive, so things are looking up.
Yeah, it's tough to go 3 and out. Again, you got your rookie quarterback making his first start on the season. You got to get rid of the jitters. London's a tough place to play. It's so far away. It's a long plane ride. So we'll give the quarterback a chance to kind of shake the bugs off. He's in the shotgun all alone, moves around in the pocket, throws to the right side. Decent enough throw, but off the hands of L.J. Smith, who couldn't reel it in. Surrounded by a couple of Knight defenders.
Yeah, L.J. Smith surrounded by an order of Knights just hit that ball, and he had no chance at it right there. Just too much coverage on him, and I don't think he had enough experience to just dot that ball in.
And the Knights crowd is really cheering on their defense. 3rd and short. Lane takes a quick drop, throws an out route to his left, complete to Gabriel Manning, who's got the first down, call it 4 yards. And real quick, Dan, let's just go over the London Knights defense. We have defensive tackle William Davidson, linebackers DeAndre Washington and Slyn Shady, corners Evan Arthur and Dean Maddox, safeties Jeff Melanishin and Nathan Blake. DeAndre Washington being a rookie, the number 10 pick in this season's rookie draft. Fresh set of downs for the Sharks. McLean's in the split shotgun. Throws another out route to the left to Gabriel Manning, who's got the reception, stayed in bounds, gets 4, and is tackled by Dean Maddox.
Yeah, we'll probably see a lot of the wide receivers, Gabriel Manning and Matt Burnham tonight, at least if the Sharks do what I expect them to. Gabriel Manning having 204 yards the last 2 games they played.
Yeah, he's a big play receiver, both on offense and special teams. The guy can make something happen from just about anywhere on the field. McLean throws another out route to Manning, and this time the corner is there. That's Evan Arthur who's going to knock it down and says, "I'm tired of that. Stop it."
Yeah, you really have to watch out for the corners of London. Both Dean Maddox and Evan Arthur had some nice bat downs last game versus Las Vegas. And Dean Maddox, I think, had like 3 interceptions. He was coming out hard, covering every route he saw. It was a nasty thing to see.
McLean's going to be under center, 3 wide receivers out to his left. Looks like Burnham at the bottom of your screen. 3-step drop, takes his time, pump fakes. Good work in the pocket, throws over the middle, and that's incomplete, batted down. And that's going to bring up 4th down. So a little bit of momentum there, showed some spark, but the drive stalls out, falls short, and it's going to be a punt now.
Yeah, London really put together a well-built defense. Every player knows what they have to do, and they have their spot, and they are either following the route or stopping the run. I've seen them do both, and they'll also just crowd up your quarterback when needed.
And looks like the Sharks are going for a corner, pin him in the corner, but the returner actually fields it at the 10, gets 2. So interesting not to fair catch it. I mean, it felt like the return team was right there in his face, but that's where we're going to see the London offense take over now.
Maybe he just felt like he had something, Steven. I don't know. I feel like the players, sometimes when they're receiving a punt return, they're just, I got this.
Well, I think I actually last season called a game where I questioned the guy why he fielded it inside the 5 and didn't fair catch it, and then he took it to the house. So, sometimes, you got to trust your gut as a player. You got to get out there and you lay it all on the line, and sometimes it works out for you. Roby drops back, takes a deep shot down the left side, and that one's going to be caught by James Hands, who breaks the tackle, and he's going to take this one all the way in for 6. A huge play. 88 yards to the house.
Well, he just almost doubled his entire yardage this season so far. He had 121 yards this season, 89 in the first game, mind you, and he just grabbed an 88-yarder like it was nothing.
Huge play, and again, just that we kind of saw it with the first play of this game where you're thinking London's probably going to come out and just run the ball, set the tone by running the ball, and they came out in a shotgun the very first play of the game, and maybe gave away a little bit of their strategy right away, that maybe they're not going conservative, they're going to take the shot downfield and come out aggressive, and it's showing right now on the scoreboard for the London Knights. So the extra point is up and good, and it's a 21-0 lead for the London Knights over the San Francisco Sharks, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
Yeah, this is a very just high-paced, fast-action game for London right now. Everything they're doing is just working out for them, and if the Sharks don't just do something quick, they can't put a stop to it.
And you wonder when the Sharks are going to, open up and take their shot downfield. McLean shows that he can make the throws, the short throws and intermediate throws. I know a couple of them got batted down, but it looks like he has the arm strength for those. But, you got to take a shot downfield. You got weapons like Matt Burnham and Gabriel Manning. You got to put points up now.
Yeah, they have They have the receivers. It's now really up to see if the quarterback can really step up to the plate and just answer the call.
So with 3 seconds left in the first quarter, McLean's under center, 2 wide receivers on the field. London's crowding the box. McLean, a quick drop, takes a shot over the middle. Intended for, looked like Matt Burnham, but it was knocked down, and a couple of Knights had a chance at intercepting it. So with the incompletion, that ends our first quarter of action. The London Knights are ahead 21-0 over the San Francisco Sharks. We are in London. And it's been a great day. It's our first game of the day, but it's definitely been exciting. Everybody woke up, came in ready. We are the SFL presented by... Oh, goodness. I'm a little rusty right here.
APM Music?
No, I'm sorry. I was waiting for my... There we go. We are the SFL presented by APM Music on YouTube. Tonight's Simulation League broadcast on YouTube is presented by APM Music, Production Music Library and Custom Music House, and brought to you in part by Fuel, Beyond Imagination. Visit the all-new SFLinteractive.net today. By Matt Doyle Designs, the official branding partner of the SFL, and by MediaTek Institute. Turn your passion into your profession. And as we get a look there at London, I wanted to let you know that these aerial shots are brought to you by AirViews, United by Drone. Visit airviews.com to see more drone footage. Now 2nd and 10, starting out the second quarter. McLean's in the shotgun. Manning is to the bottom of your screen. A shot to the right side. That's Matt Burnham who's going to get the reception. Looks like he got about 17 there. And I couldn't quite gather who got the tackle, but a great throw there by McLean.
Yeah, that's exactly what you gotta see right now. San Francisco doesn't have much to lose. It's only the second quarter, and they're down by 21. Matt Burnham has 148 yards so far this season, and I know they can go out further. Between the 2 wide receivers, San Francisco has the ability to go far out, and I think they need to right now.
It'd be nice to just unleash the arm, take a shot with the rookie. Let's see what he can do. Another deep shot down the right side, and that's Matt Burnham again who's got the first down and more. And that was Melanishin there on the coverage.
Yeah, there wasn't much Jeff Melanishin could do right there as Matt Burnham just had that ball out for days on the out route. And, as soon as they seem to be throwing it out and maybe just taking a risk, it's working out for San Francisco.
Yeah, there's no commentator curse here today. McLean comes out under center inside the red zone. Sharks made quick work of the field in the second quarter. McLean throws an out route to the tight end, LJ Smith, who's brought down after 9.
That was a perfect use by the tight end for what I think the Sharks need to use him for. They have the wide receivers to go far, so they reversed it of how London uses it with that short, nice, in-the-middle pass zone.
Now it's 2nd and 1. It'll be interesting to see if they hand it off. They do hand off, and the running back does get the first down, gets just 1, but that's enough to move the chains, and now it's a manageable. It's 1st and goal from the 7.
Yeah, when you have the non-contract running back, you don't want to use them too often as it's just you can't really trust them. But when it's just a 1 yard, you got to put it up to them. Throwing that is always a little risky, definitely when you're this close to the end zone.
So McLean throws to the left side to Gabriel Manning, who's tightly covered. And that's even Arthur again. That's his 2nd pass deflection of the day.
Yeah, even Arthur with the absolute lockdown of Gabriel Manning right there. He had no real chances. Even had the route, I think, better than Manning did.
Now it's 2nd goal. Again, it's from the 7-yard line. The Sharks are trying to get their first points on the day. A quick throw over the middle. This time it's caught for a touchdown. Waiting to get the number. Angus McLean is going to get his first touchdown of his SFL career. Congratulations. Trying to get a number here, and it looks like it's Gabriel Manning who's going to reel in the one-handed catch just to show off a little bit. Great catch there in the end zone.
Yep, you can rely on someone like Gabriel Manning to show a little bit of pizzazz at the end with all his veteran experience. He saw the nice catch, drug it in, and now the Sharks are pretty much back in the game as long as they keep this energy up.
Yeah, your defense has to come out. You got to have an answer for Reggie Streeter. I know Trevor Farrell's doing well, but they're really relying on Streeter to kind of move the chains. He's got 2 touchdowns, so you really got to find a way to kind of slow him down. Maybe if you can force a 3 and out or some kind of turnover here and get your offense back on the field, that would help San Francisco a lot. But if London can come out here, eat up some clock, and score another touchdown, I mean, it's tough sledding. It's a whole lot of game left, but that's a big gap to overcome. And San Francisco did make the extra point, so it's a two touchdown lead for the night. The returner fields it from his own 11 and gets out to the 29-yard line.
Well, Steven, do you think it's going to be another high-fly shotgun to Trevor Farrell, or do you think it's going to be some ground game by Reggie Streeter first play London?
Well, if they've shown us anything, I think they're going to take a shot on first down. I think if they're going to take a shot, it's going to be right here, and then they're going to use 2nd and 3rd down to let Reggie Streeter get him another first down. Roby with a 5-step drop, takes a deep shot down the left side to James Hands, but that one's intercepted. Brought in by Barry Barkley, who's got his first interception of the game.
Well, I gotta say, if you're the Sharks, this is exactly what you want to happen. You just got a touchdown. You're closing up the gap of this score. First play by London, interception. You have the ball. You're in good field position. This is just exactly where you want to be.
And maybe London's kind of tipping their hand there a little bit. Maybe San Francisco's kind of realizing that on first down they're wanting to take those deep shots, and it looked like the safety was ready for it. So 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. McLean drops it down to the running back Powers, who's running the wrong way, loses a yard. Looks like a tackle for a loss for Melanishin.
Yeah, Powers looked like, I guess he was going for something maybe down the middle, but Melanishin, just dropped him. Really no option.
3 wide receivers to the left for McLean, under center. 3-step drop. Again, a check down to the running back. This time he's got some yardage, but he's absolutely popped by Evan Arthur.
Yeah, even Arthur wasn't having none of that. This time the running back sort of got what I think they were going for, but the secondary just came and crowded in along with the corner and just popped him on the ground.
Now you see McLean's debut. He's got a 102 passer rating, 83 yards in the touchdown. Under center on a 3rd and 7. They need to work some magic here. You got to get a first down. Deep shot to the right side, Matt Burnham. And that one's deflected. And Melanishin, again, on the coverage, knocks it down and forces a 4th and 7.
Yeah, that looked like where you just need some more time. It really looked like McLean really had to put some more air on that ball, as Burnham had no chance of catching that.
Yeah, sometimes it's the game moves so fast. You got to recognize where the defense is. You got to see is a safety over top? Is he underneath? Is it a corner? Is he playing outside? Is he playing inside? Then your arm has to do the rest from there. So you'll work out the kinks, young fella. Keep after it. And the punt is fielded about the 15, brought out to the 17. I'd like to do a quick. Let's look at a drive summary on that last one. So 3 plays, 4. So you had 4 yards on 3 plays, and then you had to punt. San Francisco's punted twice today. London's punted once, so not a whole lot of punts. We do have the 1 turnover. From the 17-yard line, 1st and 10. Roby's under center. 3-step drop, checks down to Streeter to the right side, who's going to get the first down. Nope, just short. Brought down by the linebacker.
Yeah, I think London didn't want to take that first down chance again after the immediate interception. The defense put a stop to it, but giving back to Streeter is sort of the safe option for London. It's safe but effective.
And heavy situation. Whoa, the defensive line got great pressure. Franco Sonati absolutely leveled the center, but Streeter's going to get the first down, and you can see the rushing comparisons there. And where teams choose to invest sometimes can pay off dividends. In this situation, when you have a superstar like Streeter and Powers over there trying to compete with him, it just really adds a whole other layer to what the Knights can do offensively. 1st and 10. Roby sets the throw. Pressure in his face. Checks out to Streeter to the left side, who spins twice. Drags a couple defenders. Can't quite get the first down. Call it 9 yards. Camden Hoffman on the tackle.
Yeah, there was some real nice screen at the beginning of that play. I didn't get a chance to see the number, but it was a nice stop. Streeter got that extra yardage that you know he'll get. They're at 2nd and 1. They're really just making moves as London.
Yeah, and this is a favorable situation for London. A stretch play to the left side. Streeter's got the first down and more. Oh, and a spin move on Gustafson. Drags another defender. Man, that was like a 35-yard run by Streeter, who's been electric all game long.
Streeter, I still can't tell if he's got the mind of a genius or he's just a man who wants to go to the other side. Nothing can stop him. He either throws off plays with a beautiful spin that like flew over him as you jump over a car kind of, and he just jumps over him.
Yeah, this guy, again, this is his 2nd season. He showed something last year, but, kind of got outshined a little bit by the MVP, Zach Sandlin. But, Streeter is definitely somebody you look to feed. I mean, this guy is somebody you can build around 100%. 1st and 10 from the San Francisco 30. Roby, quick drop, throws over the middle. It's complete. Looks like James Hands with his 2nd reception of the day. He's got 101 total yards on 2 receptions, so averaging 50.5 yards per reception is James Hands.
I mean, when your first play is an 88-yard touchdown, I mean,
it kind of sets up your averages. Yeah. He can have a bunch of 5. Yeah, just throw him a little 5-yard dump 3 or 4 times, and he's still going to have a 45-yard average. So inside the red zone at the 16-yard line, Roby's in the shotgun. First down. Pressure was there, but throws to the right side. That one's complete. That's Trevor Farrell who's going to fight. Got the first down. Couldn't quite get in the end zone. Call it out at the 2-yard line.
Steven, I think I'm having a bit of deja vu. Didn't this happen last touchdown, but the touchdown before that? Trevor Farrell down the middle to the slant, and then like 2 yards, they stopped him. And then...
Yep, and then they're going to what do you think they're going to do? They're going to hand it off to Reggie Streeter right here. Hopefully they're not in a nickel. And they're not, so the Sharks are a little more equipped to handle this drive, or this attempt. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Roby takes a look, hands off the Streeter to the left side, spins, and gets stopped. No, he gets in the end zone. After an effort by Chad Guy to keep him out, Streeter fights his way in for a 3rd touchdown.
I want to see that one again. Honestly, I couldn't really tell.
Yeah, that definitely, that angle did not help sway my decision. I thought he was brought down, but line judge threw his hands up, and that's what we have to go with.
Yeah, no challenge out there, so we go with the touchdown, and now they go for the extra point.
And so the Sharks showed a little bit of life there, but London got control back now, a huge lead. There's still 4.5 minutes until we break for halftime. The Sharks are dangerous. They've been taking a lot of shots down the right side to Matt Burnham. I think London maybe is kind of getting smart to that, kind of sees what they're doing. So maybe take a look to your tight end. That has worked a little bit for you. At least try to get some short 3rd downs, and maybe work Gabriel Manning in there too for some splash plays. You have the weapons, so it's definitely not too early to make a comeback. Don't throw up the white flag yet. Manning is going to return this one to the 31-yard lines, giving the Sharks good field position as he normally does, especially with not a lot of money invested in the London special teams unit. So returning from the 10-yard line, you give a guy like Gabriel Manning a lot of opportunity to give the Sharks offense a good starting position. McLean's under center. He's got 2 wide receivers out there. Quick drop, pump fakes, checks down to the running back Powers. who's going to get met behind the line of scrimmage, and he loses a yard. Great play by the London linebacker there.
Yeah, they keep going to this check back to Powers, which I don't really want to see them use it, but I don't want to tell them what to do. It just doesn't seem to be working right now.
I keep thinking that 8 is a 6, and so that was DeAndre Washington who's made a couple of plays for us. 2nd and 11, a handoff to Powers, who's going to work forward. He gets 5. Brought down, looked like Jeff Melaneshin again with the tackle.
If you're going to utilize Powers, I really like him like that. The quick handoff, run up for the few yards, which they sort of need, but I feel like they've been wasting their first couple of downs when they have you have the chance to just bomb it for at least one.
Right. I mean, if you had bombed it, you wouldn't maybe not have been in a 2nd and 11 after trying to screen. This time, McLean takes a deep shot again. It's Matt Burnham, the recipient, but it bounces off his hand as he covered up by about 3 London defenders.
Yeah, I want to see a pass like that first down. If they throw something like that first down with no real loss, you're not worried about it. But then when you have to do it on your 3rd and 6th, it's just now it's a loss, and you got to punt it away.
And the defense is a little bit more keen to what they're kind of more locked into what you're doing. They don't expect a 6-yard run out of most teams, especially whenever you're rolling out who you got at running back. So they're looking for you to throw on those 3rd and 5, 3rd and 7. So come out on a 1st and 10, maybe play action, and boom, now all of a sudden Matt Burnham's open down the sideline. The punt was away, almost blocked by London. The returner's on about the 23-yard line, gets out to the 26. So a lot of points right now for a first half, but it's pretty much all on London's side right now. We'll see if the Sharks can come up with something. Again, Reggie Streeter just is moving the chains methodically, and then that's setting up the big plays for the London wide receivers. So they got to kind of pick something. You got to stop something and hopefully force a punt. Roby throws deep over the middle, and that's complete to Trevor Farrell, who's again just absolutely on fire, just catching everything that comes his way. Gets a first down and a little bit more. And Barry Barkley got the tackle.
Yeah, right now, everyone, as I'm looking at the stat sheet, thanks Charles Doherty, everyone besides Donnie Hands has really been on fire this entire game. I'm surprised they haven't got the other Hands brothers involved yet, but I'm sure we'll be seeing them.
Yeah, sometimes as a quarterback, you just take what the defense gives you. And if San Francisco is choosing to kind of focus on Donnie, then why not throw it to James or Trevor? A swing pass to the right is caught by Streeter. Sheds a defender, but is brought down by Jacob Gustafson.
I mean, there's no complaints when you're getting 7 yards from your running back. Like, you can't ask for anything more.
Yeah, and I saw this yesterday. Atlanta kind of took the same approach with their running back, BDG Hollywood, just kind of throwing swing passes and letting him create the yards. I think he had like 250 all-purpose yards, 100 on the ground and 100 through the air. So, you're seeing it more and more across the league, teams electing to use that swing pass as a run play. And there you saw on first down, a swing pass to the left, and Streeter got got the first down. So good job by London.
Yeah, if you want some numbers, Reggie Streeter has 50 yards on pass.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Again, I think you're going to see a lot of that. I thought Colin Hart played on the ground and through the air, at an elite level. I think you can hand the ball off to Colin Hart, up the gut, on the outside, toss, screens, swings. It doesn't matter how you get him the ball. He's an elite target no matter how he gets it. I think you'll see a lot of other running backs kind of go that direction. 1st and 10, a handoff to Streeter on the right side. Absolutely crushed by Jacob Gustafson, but he picks up 7.
Yeah, Gustafson has Streeter's number, that's for sure. He's been coming down the last couple plays whenever Streeter gets the ball, and he's a big boy, and he's putting a big stop to Streeter.
And why are we seeing this, Dan? It seems like every time you and I call a game, it's like there's this obvious number out. And right now it's on first down. The London Knights are getting 7 yards almost every time. Oh, and Roby with some acrobats in the pocket, 2 spin moves, but can't avoid the sack. And I didn't quite got it. Looks like the defensive lineman gonna get it.
Yeah, it was 7 this game. I think it was 4 last game we called together. It happens. I don't know why, but it does.
Yeah, these trends just kind of pop up when you and I call games together. 3rd and 14 for Roby. Takes a deep drop, throws it over the middle. It's complete for the first down. It's an absolutely great throw, and that's Donnie Hands.
There he is, the other brother, coming in big.
Gets him down to the 10-yard line. Hurry up offense, hand off to Streeter up the middle. He's going to try to get in the end zone, but it takes 2 defenders to stop him. He gets down to the 4-yard line, so 6. Gustafson and Chad Guy were both there for the stop. Another hurry-up offense. Roby throws out to the fullback who bobbles it twice, can't reel it in, and falls incomplete. So some fast-paced action there. Now we're 36 seconds left until halftime. It's 3rd and 4. Both teams do have all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, that was a nasty bobble. I thought they were throwing it off to Streeter, but then the Bacchus, the fullback.
Normally you say check his hands in a bad way, but I'd say check his hands, and if there's nothing there, you should help him out, because that was not good hands work by the fullback. Roby over the middle. Everybody was running out routes, and that's Donnie Hands is going to get the reception. 4-yard touchdown for Donnie Hands.
Well, both Hands brothers now have a touchdown. Trevor Farrell has gotten almost a touchdown twice, but still has none. Reggie Streeter also has 3 touchdowns. Hey, it's a game.
Yeah, it looks like the London's offensive playbook is working exactly how they wanted it to. From this week, you probably don't want a whole lot of changes. From what I've seen in London, they've been playing very well. So I think they've kind of fine-tuned already this early in the season what they want to do. And now it's just going out and executing and hitting your progressions every week. So, London looks really good, really strong here early in the season. Extra point is up and good. So a 28-point lead now. And going into halftime, it's the San Francisco Sharks cannot be happy with themselves. But you can go out, you can put up points, you can still make it a respectable game. It's by no means is it over, but it's definitely, you look at the scoreboard and it feels tough. So you got to keep your head up. You got to come out strong in the second half. Maybe Gabriel Manning can provide a spark right here, man. Wouldn't that be great? Going into halftime, you get a kick return touchdown. Brought up short, he gets to the 29-yard line, so still averaging about the 30-yard line starting field position for the Sharks.
Yeah, right now, 1st and 10. 27 seconds left in the first half. I'm just going to say start bombing it if I was the Sharks. Really ain't got much to lose.
So it looks like the corners want the receivers to stay inside of them. It's a short route. Everybody ran curls, but then the safety was there to come down and knock it down, so it's an incompletion.
I don't know. San Francisco's playing it safe right now. Maybe they just want to get to the end of the first half, go in the locker room, and just try and find something. But that's their own choice.
Yeah, you need to go out and you need to find, aside from the scoreboard, you need to find what's been working for you and what you can do. And again, I think a short pass on first down isn't really what's been working for you. It's kind of proven to kind of be your Achilles heel. So another short pass on second down off the hands of the running back falls incomplete. You have some weapons. Again, we'd like to see. I've seen the tight end whenever they throw a tight end out or an intermediate route to the tight end. That's worked for him a couple of times. McLean has shown that he has the short intermediate routes. He can throw those no problem. And it's just about trying to scheme Matt Burnham and Gabriel Manning into the right scenario where they can make the big splash play happen. 3rd and 10, McLean's alone in the shotgun. Takes a deep shot down the left side to Gabriel Manning, but the coverage was there, even Arthur. And you can see Gabriel Manning's being targeted quite a bit. He's getting his looks. Just the passes aren't going his way. They're not there yet. He does have the touchdown, but, just trying to find some things. And when your offense is not able to get first downs and getting off the field so early, it's tough, when you can't have the offensive numbers, the time of possession. Punter standing on his own 16-yard line. I'm sorry, that was the 14-yard line. Fielded and tackled at the 34. So 8 seconds before halftime. I wouldn't be surprised to see a quick draw play, protect your lead, try not to have a pick six or anything happen before half.
Or London just balls it out and goes for first and crazy again.
Well, they have liked to take the shot on first down, so we will see how that happens. What they elect to do here. And they do a deep drop, so they are taking a shot down the field. Over the middle again, it's Donnie Hands for a big play 30 yards down the field, and London's going to take a timeout. I think they're going to try a field goal here. They're in field goal range. Be a tough one, but they can send the kicker out. Nobody would nobody would bat an eye at it.
I mean, 2 seconds, why not? Go for it.
Yeah, and they do. There you see the special teams coming out for an extra point. This will be the first field goal attempt today. And it's going to be 50 on the money if he makes it. Kick is away. Oh, off the front iron. Just maybe a little bit more and he would have had it. So 50 yards is just a little bit too much for Jose No Way.
Right there. 49 would have made it. 1 yard up.
And that takes us into halftime. We are the SFL presented by APM Music on YouTube. I am your play-by-play analyst, Stephen Hacker, along with Dan Mitchell, the color commentator. We also have on stats, we have Charles Dock doing a great job for us today. I don't want to embarrass him too much, but we'll kind of take a look at the stats and make sure that we're running straight. Angus McLean, I have at 83 yards and a touchdown with 78 QBR, so that's pretty nice for a first game. Gabriel Manning's got 7 targets with 3 receptions. Matt Burnham with 5 targets and 2 receptions. We'll look at London's side, showing Rob Roby with 323 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. James Hands doing the bulk of the work with 102. Trevor Farrell right behind with 90 yards, 6 receptions on 6 targets, so perfect on the day for Trevor Farrell. Reggie Streeter's got about 96 yards on 12 attempts with 3 touchdowns, so every 4 times he touches the ball, he's getting pay dirt. That's a nice day. Looking at third down percentage, we got London at 50% third down. We got San Francisco shooting at about 16-17%, so 1 for 6. It's a rough day. Barkley's been everywhere, as you see there. 6 tackles for the Sharks defense, and Gustafson's really, laid the hammer on Streeter a few times. You got a first half MVP, Dan? You got anybody you want to shout out in there?
I'm liking London. Honestly, their entire offense, really. I mean, there's no one with less than 70 yards on them. I mean, James Hands had the beautiful touchdown. Trevor Farrell doesn't have a touchdown, but gets really close every time near the end zone. Donnie Hands had the beautiful touchdown, and Reggie Streeter's just a powerhouse. And behind all that, you have Rob Roby just forming them up at the end of the day. So I don't think I can give a single person out of them, but I mean,
The London offense as a whole, we're going to give you guys the first half MVP. Looking over at the chat, I just want to give a quick shout out. I see Aaron Lee, DB the King 7, Jeff Melaneshan, Liam Crowder, DD Sachs, Gooner Bear, Tom Rahman, Quanteo 6, the Doctor, Jacob MK, the Pikachu of Texas, Swiper the Fox 14. I saw Nacho Sicario in there earlier. Thank you guys for being here. Again, this is the first SFL action of today. We got 4 games lined up. Mike Daggs and Matt Wilson are going to be on the next call. Again, here with you in London, it's Stephen Hacker, Dan Mitchell, and Charles Doherty on stats. Again, thank you, Charles, for being here helping us out. As we get going here in the third quarter, the kick is to Gabriel Manning, who breaks a tackle, bursts out of the middle. And here we go. Here we go. Gabriel Manning is going to give us some electricity on the first play of the second half. Takes it to the house. We'll call that about 83 yards.
Well, if the Sharks went in a strong way to start off that second half, yeah, no, that's how you do it. Like, you're running with the ball to the end zone. No plays, no nothing, just a return.
Yeah, and just electricity, man. I love Gabriel Manning. I think it's like every time I call a San Francisco game, I see a kick return. So maybe I'm his good luck charm, or maybe he's just that good that he just returns kicks that often. An explosion as we go into the second half. San Francisco's on for the extra point now. Snap is in, hold us down, kick is up and good. So extra point now. Still tough sledding. It's a 21-point lead. But that's certainly a fine way to start off your second half. You get points immediately. Now you need your defense to come out and show that they're up to the task of shutting down the London Knights offense.
Yeah, no, great start by.
And so the return is out to the 29-yard line. And it's a beautiful day here in London, England. I know the home crowd is especially happy to be here. Roby gets his first snap of the second half. Now he's under center. Streeter's behind him. Hands off to Streeter to the left side. Ooh, couldn't quite seal the block. And Barry Barkley steps up, makes a tackle after no gain.
Yeah, no. Seems like Sharks are heating up. Whatever they did in the locker room worked.
Yeah, you need some intensity. You can't fall flat. You can't lie flat. You can't roll over and die here. You got to come out and fight. You got to punch the Knights in the face. So good job by the Sharks. Great job by Sonati again, just absolutely leveling the center. Reggie Streeter is going to plow forward though. He gets about 9 on that one.
Yeah, even with the center gone, Reggie Stewart just finds an opening and gets there.
And just the work in the trenches that Sonati does. I mean, again, that's the second time I've seen it where he just absolutely throttled an offensive lineman, put him on his butt. So great work in the trenches. Third and short, 3rd and 1, a handoff to Streeter to the right side, who's got the first down and more. Breaks away. He's got one to beat. And Barry Barkley does a good job securing the touchdown saving tackle. But a big play by Reggie Streeter.
Yeah, no, some great stuff. Reggie Streeter just finding an opening. There's really nothing San Francisco could have done there, as there was no one at him. Just a free run by Streeter at that point.
And we do apologize. We lost our in-game audio, so you're not going to hear much of the play action for whatever reason. I think the guy that holds the bubble out there that catches the sound, I think he had a vacation day and league made him leave. So we lost a little bit of our audio, but we apologize. You still got Dan and I here bringing you crisp, clear action. Roby throws out to the right side, incomplete to Donnie Hands. Sonati was there with the pressure.
Yeah, great jumping pressure right there by Sonati, who just really batting this down. Well, while Streeter is still doing work, it looks like the Sharks defense is really starting to pop off a bit.
Yeah, some intensity. I think like they say with the Sharks, the black of their eyes, it's all glassed over, and they're ready to strike. 2nd and 10 for the Knights. The first time they haven't had a plus situation, but Streeter doesn't care. Takes it out to the right side and gets a first down. Tackled by Chad Guy from behind.
Yeah, no, it looks like San Francisco really has London's air game right now dialed on, but Streeter just is a monster they can't get across. He's running to the side of everyone. It takes just someone to catch up to him and bring him down before anything.
And a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. London's trying to answer after Gabriel Manning's kick return. Handoff to Streeter, who's going to get one. Met in the hole by Chad Guy.
I mean, Chad Guy is a big guy, bringing down Streeter, and that's good for London as they're ever closer right now in this red zone.
2nd and 9, another handoff to Streeter to the left side. Good seal block on the edge. Streeter cuts back to the middle. He's going to get 8 before he's brought down by the Sharks linebacker. Great showing here today by Streeter, just handling the rock, averaging about 8 or 9 yards a carry. So the guy's just doing work. I have no problems here on 3rd and 1, feeding him the ball one more time, letting him give you a fresh set of downs. From the 9, no, that's not Streeter. That's the backup, and he plows forward for a 1st down. So give Streeter a quick break as he's again handled the load all day for the night.
Yeah, you have to imagine after a certain point, you just get tired.
Yeah, it happens to the best, and I think there's no shame in that. It gives your team a better opportunity. If you're tired, go ahead and let the next man up and get you a quick breather and get back out there and give it everything you got next time you're out. Streeter's still off the field, a stretch to the left, and this time the running back is stopped for no gain. I'll get you a name on who the running back is. That's a Ray King Ball, I believe, is in. So he's got 2 carries now. And Ball is still on the field. Streeter on the sideline. 1 wide receiver for the Knights. At the 7-yard line, 2nd down. They hand off again to Ball, who's wrapped up in the backfield. Can't get anything. Good job by Camden Hoffman to come up for the Sharks.
Yeah, when you don't got someone like Reggie Streeter out there, it's a little bit easier to put a stop to him. Just the power Reggie Streeter always carrying behind him can get him through those hard reaching tackles.
So now an empty backfield. Roby under center, a deep drop. Chad Guy coming off the edge. A wide open over in the end zone is Donnie Hands, who's got his 2nd touchdown of the day. Great recognition by Roby to find Hands on the opposite side of the field. Recognizes the pressure. Great throw, great catch, great offensive play by the London Knights.
Yeah, and you just saw Chad Guy coming in and just barreling himself towards Roby, but Roby got that pass off, and that's all that matters because that's another point for London.
And London really extending their lead, really playing well for their home crowd, giving them a lot to be excited about here today. The extra point is down, up, and good.
Yeah, this is a real nice thing if you're London right now, and a real bad thing if you're San Francisco. It's a large cliff you have to climb up to get up back up to where the points are right now.
That's right. And, the Sharks really came out strong the first part of that drive. They were looking good, but it just seemed like London could, even through the good stops, they were able to convert those 1st downs. And, you know, for a team that's built off the run like London is, that's tough to stop because if they're picking up that momentum, they're getting those 1st downs, you're giving them the ability to have those big plays. They can take those shots because they only need the 2 downs to get the first. So it's like they have a throwaway play every time they get a 1st down. And it's an uphill fight for your defense. And, I credit, San Francisco looked really strong there, but London still got their points. So it's going to be on the offense to kind of match the San Francisco offense to match what London's offense is doing. This is McLean's first snap of the 2nd half. Again, Gabriel Manning had the huge kick return. A quick drop down to LJ Smith for 2 yards. Good coverage by the Knights defender there.
Yeah, right now, San Francisco, I just sort of want to see them take risks. Right now, there's no harm in just McLean just bombing out.
Second and 8 in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, split backfield. London shows a nickel. Everybody, all the corners, all the safeties are at least 10 yards off the ball. McLean pats the ball once, throws it over the middle. It's complete to Moss, who's got the first down, gets it out to midfield.
That's progress right now, and that's all San Francisco needs. Some forward progress, something to show that they still got some life in them.
And again, you can't roll over and die. You got to come out and compete regardless of what's on the scoreboard. There's still something to be gained from coming out and just gaining execution, gaining experience. Again, this is your quarterback's first game. Let him come out and throw something around, get some real game experience. McLean throws out to the left side to Gabriel Manning, who couldn't get his feet in bounds, so they're going to call that. I'm sorry, did he get that?
No, you got that. 3 yards.
Okay. Good catch by Gabriel Manning. Good job keeping his feet in bounds, so he gets 3 yards from McLean. And now 2nd and 7. McLean's under center. Burnham to the bottom of your screen. Manning to the top. Handoff to the running back Powers, who's going to fight but only gets 1. And that's Slyn Shady. He hadn't called his name much today, but he gets his 2nd tackle, I believe.
Yeah, well, when you get the linebacker like DeAndre Washington, Slyn Shady, I don't think they're going to see him as much with the mostly pass San Francisco going on right now. But when they give it to Powers, you'll see him pop up.
Under center is McLean. A quick drop, a good pocket. Throws out to the right side. It's Matt Burnham who's got the first down, but he runs out of bounds. So a good job by Burnham. He's producing the yards, but Manning is producing the point.
Yeah, I mean, when the points from a return, that's a little different than his normal wide receiving job.
Yeah, but Manning also got that slant in the end zone, the nice one-handed grab, looking like OBJ in there.
That's true.
So a fresh set. It's now 1st and 10. McLean's under center. Quick drop again. This time it's another out route to Manning to the left side, but even Arthur is there on coverage.
Yeah, we've been calling even Arthur's name a lot on these pass deflections. I believe that was his 4th pass deflection of this game so far. Yes, 4th pass deflection. He's reading those routes so well.
And he's a big corner too, 6'3", 220. That's a big guy out there. 2nd and 10 for the Sharks. 3 wide receivers, this time with 2 running backs. Another quick drop, and it's a crossing route to the tight end, LJ Smith, who's got it. Call it 2 yards.
Yeah, San Francisco, they have this life in them, but they're not doing enough with it. I mean, they're at the 31 right now. London's 31, no less. They're making work. They just need to make work faster.
Yeah, a first down here would be huge. Would be huge. So let's see if they can draw up something nice. Throws it over the middle deep to Burnham, who was covered by the linebacker, and it falls incomplete. Not quite what you needed. It's a makeable field goal here for the Sharks. But first down there, and another shot to get inside, get a touchdown would have been really great for their momentum.
Yeah, they need as many points as they can get, but that's always the point of the SFL in every football game. So it is what it is.
And the kick is up and away and no good. Falls short to the right. Maybe was it within the uprights, but was short, definitely. Get a better look here. Oh, nope, just out of the frame. Definitely might have been inside the post, but was short. So it's a turnover on downs. And I would call that pretty good starting field position for the London Knights, considering they've scored from about the 15-yard line earlier this game. We'll see what the Sharks can do. Roby under center. Three wide receivers. It looks like Streeter's back on the field in the slot. Pressure on the quarterback, and Roby's throw is incomplete. Chris Leone, the defensive lineman, got there with the pressure.
Yeah, that was I looked like the biggest ghost I've ever seen, as I barely even saw him, and then he just knocked him down.
Roby's alone in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers. Press coverage on the outside by the corner. Oh, no, there's a linebacker out there, but doesn't matter. Roby's going to be wrapped up in the pocket. 2 Sharks were there, and I think that was Chris Leone leading the way. He's got a sack.
Chris Leone's not happy with this game. That's all I can tell right now. He's just running through people to bring them down.
Noddy came in to help finish him off, make sure Roby didn't break that tackle. So, a bunch of Sharks in the backfield on that one. And that'll be interesting to see how London handles this, right? A 3rd and long. How many times can you say that they've been in a 3rd and long situation?
Not many times this game.
Yeah, it's for real. And then Reggie Streeter again lined out wide to the top of your screen. So he's out there as a wide receiver at the top of your screen. Empty set for Roby. Takes a deep drop. He's going to look at the slot receiver to the right side. That's Donnie Hands on the fly, who's got the first down and more.
I mean, when you have 110 yards on 6 receptions like Donnie Hands does, they can do it. They can. It's just London has I don't even call it a balanced offense right now, because it's just a very, very forward capable yard gaining offense.
Yeah, and Roby's spreading it around. I mean, now he's got 2 receivers with 100 yards, and Farrell's right there with 90 as he hands off to Streeter to the left side, who's got room. Untouched for about 15 yards before he's finally dragged out of bounds after, gets 20. But great effort by Reggie Streeter and a good job up front by the blockers. Reggie just had all day to go.
Yeah, untouched Reggie Streeter. That's the scariest thing you can see, is Reggie Streeter going anywhere without anyone touching him. It's gonna be a bad day.
So familiar field position for the Knights as they're inside the red zone. Pushing for more points. Roby's alone under center. Takes a shot over the middle. Oh, and that one's going to be intercepted by Jacob Gustafson. Jumped the route, recognized the post, and got in there. And Roby's thrown his 2nd interception of the day.
Yeah, I think London's getting a bit loose out there. I mean, they haven't had to worry about points for a while, so they're going for it, and at least the Sharks are capitalizing on that, as more points would have just been a devastating thing to morale.
Yeah, and Gustafson really did a good job. He was dropping back in zone. He just couldn't let anybody score. And as soon as he saw the quarterback rear back, he cut on the route, jumped up in front of it, and gave the Sharks a chance. Now they're on the 10-yard line, so that's pretty tough. McLean throws out to the left side off of Gabriel Manning's hands and falls incomplete. And London Knight Shlin Shady had a shot at it, but fell incomplete.
Yeah, that was a bit of a bobble between both teams. I thought Gabriel Manning actually had a chance to jump back in bounds, which would have been a thing to see.
Charles Doherty on stats. You're doing a great job up there, big guy. Keep it up. 2nd and 10 for the Sharks at their own 10-yard line. Play action fake. Thrown over the middle to Matt Burnham, but great coverage by the non-contract corner, Nicholson.
That wasn't even coverage, Steven. That was just a jumping block. That was some good height he got on that jump. Full gear.
Yeah, if only I had that kind of vertical. Shotgun all alone for McLean, who takes a deep shot down the right side to Matt Burnham, who's his favorite deep target, and just overthrew him just a little bit to the out-of-bounds line. Couldn't quite get there. So from the 10-yard line, he didn't gain any yards. It's a tough situation now for your punter. You'd like to see San Francisco capitalize a little bit on those turnovers when they get them and not have to rely so heavily on Gabriel Manning. But, again, It's a great stand there by your defense. Now you got to get your offense working a little bit, but now you're asking your defense with good field position for London to make another big stand and not give them any point. Punts fielded at about the 48-yard line, brought out to the 43. So a first down puts London in field goal territory.
London's just in some great position right here, score-wise, field-wise, stat-wise.
A minute 19 before we head to the fourth quarter. And San Francisco's moving guys around. They've got a linebacker out there at the top of your screen guarding a wide receiver. Roby's recognized it, changes the play, dumps it down to Donnie Hands, who scampers out of bounds after 6 yards.
Yeah, looking back up at the stat sheet, if Trevor Farrell gets another 10 yards, every single person on the London offense will have over a century mark.
Yeah, so close to, everybody's just kind of getting the ball today, and whenever they do, it's something big is happening for them. It's been really great to see London's offense. It's sad for San Francisco, but they've had some electric plays. A handoff to Streeter to the left side, who gets 2, tackled by a couple of Sharks there.
Yeah, Sharks defense, they have been showing up at key times. Just it always seems like London has the one play to punch through it.
Yeah, so now a third and manageable. It's 3rd and 2. The Sharks are showing a good defense. I think they can make a stand here if they hand off to Streeter. Let's see what happens. Good job by the Sharks defense to stop Streeter just short of the first down. Had a good defense out there. They matched up well personnel wise, and Chad Guy stops Streeter before he get short of the first down mark.
Yeah, putting Streeter down and putting him down before he hits just 2 yards. That's pat yourself on the back. That is an achievement all its own.
And London likes their averages. They're going to see if they can maybe get the Sharks to jump off sides. They snap it. They don't use the cadence, and Streeter's going to be stopped. He did not get there. Franco Sonati busted through. Camden Hoffman helped him out. Great stand by the Sharks. Wow, that was a great stand. Great stand defensively.
That's impressive right there.
And now we break for the fourth quarter. We are the Simulation Football League, brought to you by APM Music. Tonight's Simulation Football League broadcast on YouTube is brought to you in part by Nation's Best Football, helping NFL, college, high school, and youth players to help cure the bag. By ScoreStream, official live scoring app of the SFL. By Sector 6, custom esports jerseys and apparel and the exclusive SFL shop provider. And by SpyGoat, dedicated to the craft of audio. All aerial shots are brought to you by AirViews, united by drone. Visit airviews.com to see more drone footage. Heading into the fourth quarter, the London Knights are up pretty big over the San Francisco Sharks, 42-14. Sharks do have possession after a stand on 4th and inches. So they take over at the 34-yard line. McLean's in the shotgun. Throws over the middle. Nice coverage by the Knights linebacker intended for Matt Burnham. Slyn Shady's going to get the pass deflection.
Yeah, just all of London's defense has a dial in. I mean, they know they just want to give it to Manning and Burnham. So it's hard when the defense knows what you want to do to get around that.
Again, I've seen some good routes to the tight end, LJ Smith, but it only seems to go for about 2 or 3 yards. Maybe take a shot at 7 or something, expand his route tree. A handoff to Powers on 2nd down. He gains 1 before he's brought down.
Yeah, it's just Sharks got to do something. They've been 3 and out every single time now, pretty much. I mean, last drive was a punt. The drive before that, they missed the field goal, and they haven't had the ball much.
3rd and 9. McLean takes a shot downfield, but thrown short. Couldn't quite get it there, and that's going to be intercepted by the London defense. Dean Maddox is going to get his first interception today.
Yeah, Burnham was wide open, had the route. The ball just didn't have enough air on it. Dean Maddox with the jumping interception is just it's another nail in the coffin for San Francisco.
Yeah, you just sometimes you gotta earn your stripes. Again, rookie quarterback. This is his first game. Probably not going the way he wants it to go, but they get better, young fella. Just stay with it. And like I said, we all have our bad games, so learn from this what you can. Handoff on first down to Streeter to the right. It's not going to get anything. And good tackle by the Sharks secondary, it looked like.
I mean, it may have taken this long, but they are getting the dial in on Streeter, which is good.
Yeah, and Gustafson has definitely been up to the challenge of stepping up to take Streeter on one-on-one. He's popped him hard a couple of times. Chad Guy's been in there. Franco Sonati has shown that for the offensive line, there's nobody he can't take down. Roby throws this one for a first down. That's Trevor Farrell, who I think that might have been 10 yards and might have been the century mark. And Chad Guy got the tackle.
If it's been like his game so far, it'd only be 9, and he won't get any more this game. Knocking on the door, but not enough.
So with the fresh set of downs, 1st and 10, wide receivers in close. Looks like they're showing a run. San Francisco's got everybody in the box. Handoff to Streeter to the right. Breaks free. And everybody's chasing him down. Who's going to get him? Camden Hoffman gets there and eventually is dragged down. But not after Streeter gets a first down and a little bit more.
Yeah, Streeter just has those legs, and he can go. He has 3 people chasing after him, and it really takes all 3 just to guarantee to take him down. And looking back at the stat sheet, Trevor Farrell barely hit the 100-yard mark. He's at 100 straight right now.
So 3 wide receivers for the London Knights have eclipsed the century mark. A handoff of Snotty again, just absolutely a wrecking ball up front. But Streeter doesn't mind and takes this one for 8 yards.
Yeah, no, that was some great stuff. You really cannot say enough about Streeter. He's coming in big, and he just does everything London needs.
Now inside the red zone again, a handoff to Streeter to the right side. Met at the line of scrimmage and is brought down for no gain. But you see there, 26 carries for 220 yards. So, I mean, just an absolute day for Reggie Streeter.
Yeah, when you have 100 for each receiver, you have 200 for your running back. It's a day for your offense.
3rd and 3, a handoff to the backup. That's Hall, I believe, and he gets the first down. That's going to be his 3rd carry of the day. Sure, I'm getting his name right. Ray King Ball.
I mean, London's back. They're in the red zone. They're at the 9. They have the assets to hit the end zone again, which is just more points for them at this point.
And 1st and goal, you're from the 9. Handoff to Ball, who's met but drags the defender forwards. Camden Hoffman called his name quite a bit today.
Yeah, Kevin Hoffman, he's been covering things well as his corner position, and it's just he doesn't really get brought up as much as I think he should, but he does his job and he puts down people when he needs to.
From the 5-yard line, there's only 3 down linemen for the Sharks, but they do a good job of holding that gain to only 3. Multiple Sharks there on the tackle. Chris Leone was one of them that was there.
London at the San Francisco 2. They're on 3rd down. I mean, they could bring back Streeter. They really have any option they want right now.
Yeah, all things firing for the Knights. Really just pick your target, who you want to go to. Worst case scenario for you is probably a pick 6, but they'd like to hand it off to Ball, who works his way in. He's going to get a touchdown. So King Ball is going to have about 5 carries on the day for maybe 10 total yards, but he's got a touchdown in relief of Reggie Streeter. So getting everybody going.
Yeah, I feel bad for Trevor Farrell right now, and on the offense as a touchdown, even the backup running back when you have
Yeah,
Streeter on the
yeah,
field.
looking over, I guess everybody else does except for Trevor Farrell, so there's always next week.
Yeah. I mean, you can't say it was a bad week for the London offense.
No, no, they've definitely looked good all game. So 7
Yeah.
touchdowns for the London Knights today, no field goals. They did miss one. The extra points up and good, so all the extra points have been made, but they did miss the one field goal from 50, which dinked off the bottom iron. But other than the missed field goal, pretty much everything has looked pretty good for the London Knights. Ball is on the tee, hand is in the air, and kick is away. Manning returns it, shakes one guy, takes a couple more to bring him down, gets it out to the 28-yard line. Just under 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Again, maybe this is a good opportunity for McLean to get some real-time passing experience. Maybe you know, put something out there, make him have to learn on the spot. Miss a good opportunity for him. Don't worry so much about if it's an interception or incompletion. Worry about your progression and your timing. See what happens. 1st and 10. McLean looks deep to the right to Matt Burnham, and that pass is going to fall incomplete after the defender knocked it away.
Yeah, Dean Maddox once again just covering the route. It really seems like McLean just doesn't have the experience yet to throw the ball out enough, know when to air it out, know when to just give it some more line to it, and it's really hurting. As each receiver has plenty of targets, but not that many receptions, and it's normally not the receiver's fault.
McLean in the shotgun. London brings 4. Checks down to Powers, but Knights swarm there quickly, and a couple of defenders are there to make the tackle.
Yeah, the whole working with Powers on the San Francisco team hasn't been going too well. I think he's had maybe one or two positive plays going for him.
Empty backfield, McLean in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to his left. Pump fakes, moves forward in the pocket, throws a deep one over the middle, off the hands of Matt Burnham, and good coverage by the Knights defender. Linebacker DeAndre Washington, 15, 20 yards downfield, so good coverage by him.
Yeah, everyone's having the dot on, but it just seems like San Francisco can't pull anything in. It's a little hard to. They need something on their hands.
And the Sharks punter is standing on his own 17-yard line. Decent enough pressure from the Knights. Kick is away. Good hang time, 4.3 hang time. Fielded at the 32, right out to the 33-yard line. And we will probably see a good amount of the Knights' second string here. We'll take a look. It looked like Roby was getting on the field for maybe one more drive. We'll take a look. We'll see what comes out. Close-up look at Chad Guy for the Sharks defense. Roby is on the field. Streeter is on the field. And Hands is on the field. So it looks like we still have the first team. Hand off to Streeter, tries to break it outside, and that's probably Streeter's first loss of the day. Chris Leone gets a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, but I think Streeter's a little burnt out right now. I mean, Streeter has the 220 yards on him. It's a it's a lot of yards to be running.
And Roby comes down the shotgun. Twins to the left. Let's see if we'll run that post. They do run the post, but it's intercepted. Barry Barkley steps up, makes an interception, gives his team a chance late. It's Roby's 3rd interception of the day.
Yeah, really coming out, and he stuck his hands out well for that one, grabbing it, and good job by the Sharks, or not Sharks, London's offense to just bring him down as soon as he got the ball.
Under center is McLean. 4 wide receiver spread. Quick drop, time to throw is an all stop and it's completed. But for a short gain, it's 2, and the Sharks are in the hurry up offense. They do have 3 timeouts, but they want to conserve those. So trying to work with what little time they have. And that one's going to be, he's going to be sacked. McLean and didn't quite get, looked like maybe Davidson on the pressure. Under center in a hurry up offense. McLean takes a shot deep down the right side to Matt Burnham, but the coverage is there again, and they're waiting for that play, it seems.
Yeah, I think they know the Sharks are just desperate at this point. And both corners, Dean Maddox and even Arthur, are just putting the pressure on these wide receivers. There's nothing they can do, as they're just holding their hips and dancing with them at this point.
5 wide receivers. Pressure in the pocket. He just has to throw this one on the run and hits the turf short of the receiver, and that's going to be incomplete.
Yep, you see right there, that's he can't do anything about it. There's nothing you can do at this point. It's just London has complete control of everything in this game.
And it's a long plane ride home. You're across the pond. It's definitely not what you wanted to come out and do. And it's definitely a tough week. It's a tough pill to swallow. But again, you have to fight. You have to figure out what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right, and come back next week stronger from it. Ray King Ball got a carry there up the middle. He got a first down, increasing his touch total on the day.
Yeah, at the end of the day, London or not London, London can learn that they're doing things right. We'll go that path, and then San Francisco can really learn what they need to do against London's been a powerhouse so far early in this season. They may have lost last week, but not 2 weeks ago against Las Vegas, but that game was a great game. Back and forth, Las Vegas coming back at the end of the game. So both teams are playing well, and this time London is just doing great. I can't wait to see them throughout the rest of the season. I hope San Francisco can really learn and fix up their mistakes this season. Maybe change stuff around. I know they just got a new quarterback, so things are always thrown in disarray when that happens.
And the backup running back loses 3 on that play. What do you think about some chat shoutouts, Dan? You want to do that? I see Jeff Melanishin out there, Gooner Bear, Liam Crowder, Stephen at Large, Tyrone Jones. Thank you guys for being here. On a 2nd and 13, London's just going to let the clock run as low as they can, try to eat up as much clock as they can. Hand off to King Ball, and he gets about 5. And the clock will continue to run. Will be just under 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'd love to see some Ray King ball stats. I mean, he's been going hard this game. He's actually once he's got in, I mean, he has a touchdown. He's been making work even though he's a secondary. I gotta commend him for that.
And again, I kind of touched on that earlier, where I think London knows what they want to do, and now it's just about kind of fine tuning that, like highlighting maybe a certain player uh, in a given week. So you already know what plays you want to run, but maybe you want to target a specific player. So I think maybe that's what kind of London is in the process, or maybe they have already done, where they know what they want to do. And they know how to go out and execute it. Because this is just an absolute showing. Streeter has been performing all year, and even last year was just a powerhouse. I mean, they've got things figured out. I think they've got some key pieces put together. Um, it'll be interesting to see where they stand as at the end of the season.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see what London does this season. I think they're not. It seems like when you look at the stats that they're spread out, but they have such a good well put together defense with you have Dean Maddox and even Arthur covering anything that's going out. And we're not seeing much this game because they haven't really had much of a threat from the run game. But when you see DeAndre Washington and Slyn Shady come in and they come and hit the running backs hard, and then you always have your secondary with Jeff Milanichin and Nathan Blake, and they'll do all the work that needs cleanup. London's defense has been excellent in this game, and they haven't been shining as much because they've just been putting a stomp to the Sharks. But then their offense has been having just room to play, and we can't really say enough about them.
So we broke for the 2-minute warning. The Sharks do have possession of the ball on their own 20. An out route to Matt Burnham is incomplete, and you can see there his target totals. Just like you said, Dan, the London defense, they look good out there. They're putting pressure on the receivers, and you could see the result there. The challenge flag came in, and we're going to take a look at the play to see if Matt Burnham did keep his 1 foot inbound. In the SFL, it is only 1 foot for it to be a legal play, and I don't know if we're going to get it. Oh, that looked good to me.
I think it was good, but we'll
It
have to
looked good
see
to
what,
me. It was pretty quick. I mean, it was kind of a bang bang thing that happened, but I think the replay there, in my mind, yep, it's overturned, so that won't cost them a timeout. And they'll gain, I think that was about 4 yards, is what it looked like. Matt Burnham, again, 4 yards. McLean in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to his right. London could be in the dime or maybe the nickel. Thrown underneath to the tight end, LJ Smith, who's got the reception in 5 yards. And now the Sharks are in a hurry up offense. Number 25 made the tackle. McLean takes the snap on 3rd and 1, throws a slant off the hands of the receiver, who's then leveled. Good coverage by number 24, and number 14 couldn't quite haul that one in. You think the Sharks are going to go for it here?
I mean, there's really no reason not to.
Right, you kind of have to almost, right?
You 4th and 1, you're down by too many points for me to count right now, and a minute 30 left. Do it. Why not?
McLean's going to be under center. 2 wide receivers to the right, single back behind him. 1:32 left in the game. Deep 7-step drop, thrown to the flats. An out route is complete. Matt Burnham has that one, and he falls out of bounds, stops the clock.
Yeah, you see Matt Burnham has 5 catches on 62 yards, and I mean, if he had like half of the catches that targeted him, he'd be way up there in the numbers right now. But that's a combination of a rookie QB and this London defense that has been covering them. Like, I can't think of a good analogy right now.
Like flies on stink.
I couldn't think of something appropriate to say.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was having a hard time too. Takes the snap, McLean throws it to the left, and that's complete. Oh, incomplete to Gabriel Manning. We may see another challenge flag. It looked like he got that one toe in.
Don't see one coming out.
And so if not, that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Lane's in the shotgun again with 3 wide receivers to his right. Gabriel Manning's all alone at the bottom of your screen. London only brings 4. A deep shot to Matt Burnham down the right side is caught. A big gain, and immediately is a timeout by the Shark. Puts them past the 50 down to the London 38-yard line. So a big gain.
Yeah, I think that's really good for the rookie QB. You know, he hasn't thrown anything really far this entire game that's worked out for him. So having a nice good drop into the deep pass is what they need just to build some confidence.
Nathan Blake getting involved in the action. Hadn't got to call his name much at all today, so finally gets a tackle. 1st and 10. McLean's all alone in the shotgun. This time 3 wide receivers to the left. Matt Burnham's the lone receiver to the top of your screen. A deep shot down the left side to Manning, who's got the one-headed catch. Can he break away? Yes! Touchdown, Gabriel Manning. 3 touchdowns total for Gabriel Manning on the day. 1 kick return and 2 receptions.
I don't know what the Sharks finally did to just maybe put a fire. Maybe all McLean needed was one far deep pass to give him enough confidence to just throw the ball. But some points at the end is better than nothing.
Yeah, and if you're San Francisco, again, you just got to be happy. Again, that's something that that's your rookie quarterback throwing to your star receiver. So that's something great to see. That's progress. That's a building block. That's something you can take into next week and feel positive about. So that's a great job. Great connection from McLean to Manning. And the extra point was up and good. So the Sharks are now at 21. London's at 49. There's a minute 12 left in the game. The Sharks are lining up for an onside kick, and some weird things happen with these. Let's see what happens here. Checks to see if everybody's ready. And the hands team hangs on to it. And it will be London ball.
Yeah, that should just wrap things up around here. I mean, a few hands off to Streeter, and I think that should be about it, unless something crazy happens.
Yeah, I don't expect San Francisco to really burn through any of the timeouts. I think they realize that it's probably a little too far. So victory formation from the night. Neal's on it, and the Sharks do take a timeout. Only about 3 seconds off the clock there.
Yeah, they'll have to go for it. What? At least one more first down, I think.
Yeah, I believe that is correct.
Unless my math's off right now.
I have called that wrong before, so I don't want to. I don't want to mislead anybody or.
Because
Yeah,
that
let's see, a 3rd and 13. If they, no, there would be 40. So no, I don't think they would. But again, I've been wrong on it before.
yeah, my math could be way off right now.
And so 3rd and 13, again, the victory formation. This one should keep the clock running. And so, yeah, with 40 on the game clock, there would be about 27 seconds, I believe. So they're going to have to punt. They're definitely going to have to get rid of the ball here.
Yeah.
San Francisco, I guess, including the hang time and all that good stuff, I guess maybe we'll take over with probably about 20 or 19 seconds left, something like that. Maybe a little bit more, 30 seconds. We'll see. It's when they elect to snap the ball. The punter is on his own, his own 41-yard line. Looks like he's angling for the left corner. And Gabriel Manning's going to let it bounce, and it goes into the end zone. So, yeah, 20 seconds left. The Sharks are going to come out on the 20-yard line with no timeouts. McLean has some weapons on the outside. He's taken the shots to the right with Matt Burnham, but Dean Maddox has kind of been all over that. So maybe let's see if he takes a shot down the left side to Gabriel Manning. In the shotgun, McLean, a quick drop, does take a shot down the left side, but this time the safety knocks it down, was looking at Gabriel Manning, but Nathan Blake was there in coverage. Four seconds off the clock on that play, so the final 16 seconds of this one. As you get a look at McLean's debut, almost 200 yards, but he does have 2 touchdowns. Quite a few incompletions. 2nd 10 under center. 4 wide receiver spread. London brings 4. McLean throws off his back foot, complete to Gabriel Manning, who stepped out of bounds.
Was it?
I'm getting a replay. I feel pretty
Oh,
confident
yeah,
about that one.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
It just looked like when I saw it, I really thought the foot touched the ground on outside, but I guess
And
not.
then, of course, that angle right there didn't help our case at
No.
all. But we're so late in the game, I think nobody has any interest in challenging. 11 seconds left. The clock did stop when Manning stepped out of bounds. Looks like we're in a Hail Mary formation. 4 wide receivers to the top of your screen. McLean's alone in the shotgun. London brings 4, and there's pressure in his face. McLean just gets rid of it. And there was an injury, but nobody of extreme interest. Thoughts and prayers, buddy. Thoughts and prayers. 8 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. London's up 49-21 over the San Francisco Sharks. 4 wide receivers again to the top of your screen. Bump coverage. Everybody's up tight. McLean's going to take a shot and hurl this one deep, but there's pressure in the backfield. Shakes the defender. Another one's there. He's going to be sacked. And that's going to do it here in London. So a great offensive showing by the London Knights. They came out and pretty much, anything they wanted to do. You see there, 381 passing yards, 237 yards rushing, with 618 total yards, 25 minutes possession. So they pretty much had the ball, and whatever they wanted to do, they were doing it. Executed pretty much on every level, special teams, offense, and defense. So a great showing by the London Knights. The Sharks, they did, I think, pretty much what you would expect from them. Gabriel Manning gave you a bunch of splash plays. Matt Burnham got a lot of targets, maybe didn't produce like he normally does. But, the Sharks are going to struggle, I think, without a contract or a high-value running back. They're going to find themselves in these kinds of positions. Dan, what do you think about today's game?
Yeah, it was just a real showing, I think, of what London can do this season. They're just having complete control of the game, which may not work against all the opponents later on, but right now it shows that they can use everyone they got. Their playbook is made for everyone, and their defense is lined up to stop almost anything. It's just a real good showing. I'm excited to see what London can do this year. I think McLean on San Fran got some good play time. Maybe he'll just have to warm up a bit, play a few more games before he's got some confidence. We'll see if San Francisco can turn around, make any games this year. But real good showing by London. I mean, you can't say anything bad against a team that went up 49-21.
Yeah, and again, the scoreboard I think shows the one thing, but I liked. There was some plays in particular for San Francisco where their tight end got involved that I thought that was something they could build with. Again, you're not going to be able to move the chains if all you're doing is taking deep shots. Like, that's just not a high percentage. So maybe look for some plays like that underneath. You got some stars and some people you can target. Now it's just about scheming them in the right way. And I think you've got some reason to be confident about your future. McLean, I think, had a great showing today. I think he's going to be just fine. It's just it's about fine tuning your game plan and getting everybody in the right position to give your team a win. And we'll take a look now. It's the player of the game. It's going to go to halfback Reggie Streeter from the London Knights with 27 carries for 217 yards and 3 touchdowns, 51 yards receiving. And that'll do it from London. We are the SFL, presented by APM Music on YouTube. I am Stephen Hacker for Dan Mitchell and Charles Doherty on stats. Thank you and have a good night.